ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय निरालम्बाय तेजसे गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः काञ्चीवासाय विद्महे शान्तरूपाय धीमहि तन्नश्चन्द्रशेखरेन्द्रः प्रचोदयात् अज्ञानां जाह्नवीतीर्थं विद्यातीर्थं विवेकिनां सर्वेषां सुखदं तीर्थं भारतीतीर्थमाश्रये विद्याविनयसम्पन्नं वीतरागं विवेकिनं वन्दे वेदान्ततत्त्वज्ञं विदुषेखरभारती रमण भगवान् की जय. Okay, let's continue. So just a few shlokas in praise of Lord Guru. So today we start with Guru Mahima. What is the significance of Guru Purnima especially, or some people also call it as Vyasa Purnima. So today being the birth of Vyasacharya. Now why Vyasacharya has to be revered? For that a very common reason is Vyasacharya is someone, mostly all of you have to be in mute, maybe a few of you later while we learn you can chant. Yeah. Okay. So why Vyasacharya has to be celebrated today is knowledge was there in abundance. You had the Vedas, you had the Shastras, you had the Itihasas, everything was there. But to tell that to the outer world, we needed someone, and that was none but Vyasacharya himself. So the Vedas were there, the Puranas were there, the Shastras were there, Itihasam was there, everything was there. But to give the Upadesham to a Shishya was something which was very, very important. And this was done by Vyasacharya. That's the reason we worship Vyasacharya till date and we revere Guru Purnima. Now, how much ever we now say, for example, you talk about Ramayana. Ramayana, even though we talk, the thing is, if today Valmiki was not there, Ramayana, the world would not be blessed with Ramayana, right? So, Ramayana, now, if you look at the background of Valmiki, he was just maybe a dacoit or a robber and things like that in his initial life. But later today, if we are blessed with Ramayanam having 24,000 verses, it has to be all thanks to Valmiki. And why to Valmiki? Behind Valmiki, we had Narada, who guided him on the right path. So, guidance in the right manner was something which is very, very important. If Narada had not guided him that day, maybe Valmiki would have never become Valmiki, he would have always been only Ratnakara. And even though after becoming Valmiki, also Narada comes and tells him that you start writing about the story of Rama and so on. That's how we are blessed with Ramayana. Similarly, all other texts you consider Mahabharatam, Gita, Vishnu Sahasranama, and so on. Now, Vishnu Sahasranama, Bhishmacharya, when he was on his deathbed, there were now Bhishma Stuti is there, other things have been told by Bhishmacharya. But Yudhishthira asks a question. Yudhishthira uvacha kimekam daivatam loke kim vapyegam parayanam stuvandakam kamarchandak prapniyorvana vashubham. So Yudhishthira asks this question saying that you tell me about that person whom I should revere now. That's when Bhishmacharya tells him about all the significance of the 1,000 names of Vishnu Sahasranama and so on. So in every juncture, if you see, if Bhishmacharya had not guided Yudhishthira properly, today Vishnu Sahasranama would not be there. Similarly, if Krishna had not guided Arjuna on the right path, today Gita would not be there. Similarly, with Valmiki and Narada, with regards to Mahabharata, Janamejaya and Vaishampayana. So if these people had not put in their contributions in the right manner, if they had not guided, then everything would have been a waste. Now coming back to Vyasacharya. Now if you see, the Vedas were there, the Puranas were there. So it was just like a big ocean, which is just put in front of us. Now what to pick from that? What is Rig Veda? What is Yajur Veda? What is Sama Veda? What are the Itihasas? What is Ramayanam? What is Mahabharatam? Is a big question. What are the 18 Puranas? Nobody knows. Right? So that's when Vyasacharya, Vyasaha, this name itself, if you see, one who is able to, you can say, comprise, you can say, put things together, compile them, and that's how present it to the world. That's why in every Dwapara Yugam you have a Vyasacharya avataram that takes place. The current Vyasacharya is a 28th Vyasacharya, 28th Vyasa, who's called as a Krishna Dvaipana Vyasa. So the current Dwapara Yugam, next now is Kali Yugam. Now next Dwapara Yugam, Satya, Preta, Dwapara Kali. When it comes, it will be the next 29th Vyasacharya. Currently it is a 28th. So Vyasaha, it is actually a pattam, a title that is given and not actually the name of a person. So here Vyasacharya was the one who defined the Veda, saying that okay, this section is a Rig Veda, this section is a Yajur Veda, Sama, Atharvana. Similarly, the Puranas were split in just everything, talking about the Mahima of the Lord. But still, if someone says, okay, I have to learn about Krishna Leela stories, it has to be Srimad Bhagavatam. Little about Shaiva Puranas, about Shiva also, it has to be Kurma Puranam, Linga Puranam, and so on. So, like this, he split all the information that was there into 666 Brahma Purana, 6 Vaishnava Purana, 6 Shiva Puranas. So, or Shaivite Puranas. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that Vishnu Puranas talk only about Vishnu, there is a mix. But this was how Vyasacharya did, so that it becomes easy for common people like you and me to read through all the scriptures and so on. So the role of Vyasacharya was very, very important, and the Guru Shishya Parampara starts from there, because now even though all this is being done, it becomes difficult for people like us to study, right? Puranas are there, Ramayana is there, Mahabharatam is there, so much of distinction is being done. Vyasacharya has made things easy. But still, okay, now 18,000 verses, this is Srimad Bhagavatam. 24,000 verses, this is Ramayana. Even though it is told, how many of us actually open and read? And even though we read, are we able to understand each and everything? It becomes difficult, right? But the least that we do is at least know that such a thing exists. But unfortunately, many of us, we are not even in that level that we know that such things exist. So the greatest tribute that we make on this day of Guru Purnima is nothing but revere our gurus who have put in a lot of efforts to revive the knowledge that is there, present it to us in easy form. Even that also, if we cannot take, then it is our own ajnanam, our own karma that is there. So this is the Mahima of Vyasacharya, whom we revere and celebrate. Now, starting from Vyasacharya, there are many other gurus, of course, that we have. Adi Shankaracharya was one of them. Now, Adi Shankara, if you talk, Ashtavarshe Chaturvedi, at the age of 8, he was the one who mastered all the Vedas. No doubt he was an Amsha of Lord Shiva himself. At the age of 32, he attained Samadhi. But during this short span of 32 years, he composed so many stotras, stotra vangmayam, so many commentaries he wrote. He walked around the world. Few of us, we had learned Shankara Digvijaya Sara. He walked around the world so many times. He established mathas that are there, which till date we revere. The 4 mathas, and of course the Ulamnaya Matha, that is the Kanchi Matha. And apart from that also many other paramparas that are there. Adi Shankaracharya is revered till date. So when we look upon all these acharyas, and now Shankaracharya was one of those people who tried to put things in an easy manner again. So it's not that he just wrote difficult commentaries also. He also came down to the common people. He wrote something that is the popular stotras that are there. He said, okay, let me write about stotras. Maybe people, common people also, they might not be able to read great philosophy also. So that's when let me compose some stotras also. He established the importance of even worshipping nature through various stotras like Ganga Stotram, Yamuna Stotram, Narmada Stotram, and so on. At the same time, he was also one of those very few people who tried to present philosophy in an easy manner through his stotrams like maybe Sadhana Panchakam, Nirvana Shatakam, or Vishnu Shatpadi Stotram, Abhinayam Apanaya Vishnu, or even Bhajagovinda for that matter, in deep philosophy that is there, which he tries to explain in an easy format. So, like this, there are different ways in which Shankaracharya tried his level best to reach the masses. Apart from that, we have Madhvacharya, we have Ramanujacharya, many other acharyas who have put in their best. We have Ramana Bhagavan who is there. Ramana Bhagavan, if you see, uh, I hope all of you are aware of Ramana Maharshi, Ramana Bhagavan. So, Ramana Bhagavan, correct. Tiruvannamalai Ramana Bhagavan. Now, Ramana Maharshi was one of those very few people who felt that you don't have to even wear orange robes for that matter. He said that why should I take up sannyasa? Even with sannyasam is not something wherein you just wear those orange robes also. He said that without taking up sannyasam also I can lead such a life. And that is again a very good quality which Ramana Bhagavan had, and he was known for that. He was known for seva, things like that. Near Ramana Ashrama today also, if you see, you have the Sheshadri Swami Ashrama. So these and like this many more Siddhas also who are there in Tiruvannamalai till date. Wherein what they tried to teach us was it's not always necessary to get into the sannyasa pattam that is there. Like, of course, we have the four mathas, like the Shringeri Matha, Kanchi Matha, Dwarka, Puri, and so on. They have certain rules which they have to follow as sannyasis. We cannot go and change that. But in the case of Ramana Bhagavan also, they also have some certain rules. But it's said that we don't have to go as such, we don't have to initiate ourselves into sannyasa. It's a proper initiation which is done. But definitely, we have to lead the life of a sannyasi only. So like this, you have Ramana Bhagavan who was there, who is known for his teachings again through an easy manner. Upadesha Saram again few of us have learnt. And of course Arunachala Mahatmyam and so on many other texts I think, in Tamil, Sanskrit also he has contributed. So Ramana Bhagavan tries to teach us that leading a simple life is something wherein Ramana Bhagavan had a very easy teaching which he gave to the world. He said just be shut, don't open your mouth, because half of the problems in life arise when we open our mouth. So that's why we say silence is golden, right? Why? Only if someone is arguing, you open your mouth, you give them back, that's when it gets intense, right? But remain silent, you don't give back to that person, automatically that person also stops, says okay, this person is not reacting, let anything happen, this person is not going to talk, why should I put in efforts? Now all this to speak is easy, to follow is actually something which is difficult. But Ramana Bhagavan had a very simple philosophy. He says be silent, you don't have to always speak. Now, doesn't mean that wherever necessary, definitely we have to speak. But you see, most of our life's problems are because we end up speaking more and more. Maybe people like me also end up speaking more and more, more and more. It's not necessary. And then that's when most of the problems are. So Ramana Bhagavan says that it's better that you be shut. It was a simple philosophy. So Ramana Bhagavan is one of them. Like this, we have many other acharyas who we have. Of course, we have Sai Baba, few of us we follow. We also have Samartha Ramdas Bhagavan, who was famous in Central India, and of course the various saints that we have: Ramdev, Tukaram, Namdev, Tukaram, Ramdas, and so on. So many others saints whom we revere. Also the various saints in Karnataka Desham like Purandaradasa, Tyagaraja, and so on. They are known for their contributions in music. Apart from that, you had the Alvars, Nayanmars tradition, which is there. North India, if you go, you have so many sadhus also whom we revere till date. So like this, if you see each one of us, we are blessed with gurus. Now, whatever all this I'm talking about is a various guru parampara that we have, which is famous in Bharatadesha. Apart from this, there can be many more gurus. Few of us know, few of us don't know, and so on. Apart from this, each one of us, we might have our own gurus. And always remember, guru is someone who need not be, who is physically present in many of us, physically present in front, in front of us, because like few of us, if you see, like the Kanchi Acharya, Paramacharya, many of us, we follow him. Most of us, if you see, maybe we would have not seen him, but still we believe him. We believe in that Acharya as our Guru. So that is when Manasika Guru. Like that, there can be many Acharyas, many Gurus whom we revere. That's when it is nothing but you don't have to see a Guru in front of you. Through their teachings, we learn. That's when it's the concept of Manasika Guru comes in. Apart from that, Guru is someone which that's how in Srimad Bhagavatam also, if you see, we have the example of 24 Gurus, wherein Datta Bhagavan says that 24 gurus who are there from nature, and from each, and it may not be even a living thing as such, it may not be even a man. From nature also we can learn so many things. What is that? That's when from a insect you learn something, from a child you learn something, from the ocean we learn, from the sky we learn, from a tree we learn. Learning is something which is important. From whom you learn, what you learn is something which doesn't matter. Datta Bhagavan very beautifully he conveys that and says that Guru is something wherein it's not restricted to one person, and Guru is that only relationship which will always exist. Even though a person is physically present or after death also, the same person can be our own Guru, right? And at the same time, even Shankaracharya also, in one of his texts, he says, Sharanam na bhavati janani na bhavati bandhuhu na bhavati pita. Sharanam deshika charanam. He says, meaning one's own mother, one's own brother, one's own father, one's own friends, Bandhu will also leave us, but one's Guru will never ever leave us. Why so? Now, here it doesn't mean that we should not respect other relations also, but if you see one's own mother, one's own brother, or one's own relations, they are all sailing in the same boat. They are ready to help us, but they themselves don't have the guarantee. What if they pass on before you? They'll say, always I'm there to guide you, always I'm there to help you. But that person's life is also infinite, right? They're also a fellow human being. It's just that they're a few years elder to me or a few years younger to me. That's it. Apart from that, they're also fellow human beings. They're also in their life of karma. Nothing is in their hands, right? But a guru is someone who will definitely guide us. That's why Shankaracharya says, Sharanam Deshika Charanam, wherein he says, I surrender totally to my Guru, Govinda Bhagavad Pada. Whatever he guides me, I will do that only. Because a guru's presence is something which is not limited to being physically present in someone or okay, only till I am alive I should guide you. It's always it will be there. So Guru's grace is something which is filled with abundance. Now here if you see, again relating to Shankaracharya's incident, Shankaracharya one fine day goes to a lady's house, a poor lady's house, and she did not have anything to offer. That's when she offers him a gooseberry. Now that gooseberry was also, only one gooseberry was there. More than that, half of the gooseberry was fresh, another half was not even good. Like it has become over. What do you call it? Over ripe, or so you can consider. So you cannot eat such a fruit, right? But still, she was a bit hesitant in offering that to Shankara, child Shankara, boy who had come in. But then what he says is, Shankaracharya says, it's okay, you don't have to be hesitant, you give me that. That also I will accept. Because what here was important is, today this child Shankara has come to my doorstep, I should give him something. So here Shankaracharya says that the bhavam of giving is something which is important. What you have is something that doesn't matter to me. Because in life, if you see, many people have dhanam, but the manam or the manasaha is not there to give. And for few of us, we have the manam. You have manasaha to give. I want to give people, but maybe I don't have dhanam that is there. And this is the irony of life. Dhanam, manam that is there. People might have wealth, but you don't feel like giving it to anyone. At the same time, you might feel to give people, but I don't have the resources. Usually it is always that way. So here Shankaracharya highlights upon this thing saying that, and why this comparison is done. That's when further the story goes. The lady gives the Amalaka, Shankaracharya accepts that, and that's when the bhavam he considers saying that this lady does not have much, but still she has willingly offered the gooseberry, that whatever little she has offered me. So the bhavam is what ultimately matters. That's when he prays to Goddess Mahalakshmi, Angam Hare Pulagabhushanamashrayanti Kanakadara Stotram. That's when Lakshmi Devi she comes down and she showers gold coins on the lady, and that lady becomes prosperous. So through this incident, what Shankaracharya tries to highlight is bhavam is something which is very, very important, which a guru definitely has. That's the reason the guru should always develop these qualities of whatever little he or she knows, they should present it. They should spread it amongst others. If that is not done, these are not the true lakshanas of a guru. A guru is someone, you see, some people tell not 10 things, but they will teach us only 9 things. And one thing that is there will be kept secret. No, let this be limited to me. Why so it is done? Because if tomorrow if there is some competition also, the guru might feel, oh, this is my shishya. He should be one level lower only than me. He also learns the same things which I know. The world will start giving respect to both of us equally. Tomorrow he might attain my status. Some people have this quality, and of course in our own Purana stories also we have some people having such qualities. This is not a true guru at all. A guru is someone who thinks upon his shishya as one who has got the same level, wherein if today the guru is giving us some jnanam, tomorrow that shishya also should be in the same line. He's also equal to me. That's the main lakshanam. Whatever I know, whatever little I know, I am blessed with. The same thing, everything, whatever I know, that should be transformed, that should be passed on to the shishya. This is a true lakshanam of a guru. If these qualities are not there, that person is not fit to be called a guru at all. So these are all such things which are small things which are told about a guru. Now, if you consider Srimad Bhagavatam as such, now if you see Vyasacharya, why today we celebrate the Jayanti of Vyasa is, first you have Srishtikarana, that is the universe that is created. Then you had the 4 Vedas that came in. Then the Shastram that came in Itihasas. Then you had the Puranas. Finally, you had the Avataram of Veda Vyasa. That's when he combined all of this together, the Vedas, Shastras, Itihasas, also Puranas. And then he ensured that he spread out the same to the masses. So Vyasa Avataram is something which is very, very important. And that's the reason till date we celebrate Vyasa Avataram. And that's how we revere our gurus also. Now, if you see the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, it talks about Guru Mahima only. I'll give you some examples. For example, Skanda 1 itself, conversation between Vyasacharya and Narada. Vyasa gives the Upadesha to Narada. Further, next if you see Parikshit Shuka Samvadam, Skanda 2, wherein Shuka says that Ante Narayana Sthiti. He says find a ultimate guru who will guide you on the path of Narayana, meaning the last stage is nothing but Narayana only. So Shuka gives this Upadesha to Parikshit. Next, if you see Skanda 3, also you have Kapila Devahuti Samvada. Kapila Devahutyai Nyagadihi. Just one second. Yeah. Kapila Bhagavan, Vishnu Bhagavan takes an avatar as Kapila Muni, and to his own mother he gives the Upadesha. Because Devahuti, if you see, she had lost her husband, Kapila had lost his father. That's when he feels that uh, Devahuti feels I've lost all sukha in life, all happiness in life, and that's when she feels that life is something which is full of dukkha, sukha also, and dukkhas, and there is no place for sukha at all. And she feels that this is everything is just temporary. I don't know what is the reality of life. Life is just moving about. Someone is coming into my life, someone is going out. Coming into someone's life, I'm going out. So she asks, what is the truth of life? That's when Kapila Bhagavan he gives the Upadesham, Sankhya Yoga Upadesham, Kapila Deva. Next is Dhruva Charitam. Dhruva Charitam, again Narada guides Dhruva on the right path. He tells him that you go to the Vanam, you meditate upon Lord Vishnu. Now initially Narada tells that you please return back, O child. This is not your age to do tapasya and so on. But finally, when the child was adamant, Dhruva was adamant, he says, okay, you please chant about Narayana. That's when the Mantropadesham was done. So again, Narada became a guru for Dhruva. Next, Prithu Chakravarti Charitam. Again, Prithu Chakravarti gave his Upadesham. Next is Rishabha Yogeshwara Charitam. Rishabha Yogeshwara Charitam, meaning Devam Nasasyat. This was an Upadesham which was given by Rishabha Yogeshwara, Rishabha Deva Avataram that is there, wherein the point is he says at times even God also is not there. But a Guru is someone who is definitely always there with us. If Guru is not there, we will not be able to go near God also. I'll give you a very simple example. Say, for example, all of us we go to school, right? Knowledge is there, books are there, you don't have to go to school. You buy the same book from the shop, you read it at home. We don't do that. The teacher in the school also is going to do the same thing. She's going to tell you to purchase the same book. She has the same book with her. She's going to read the same book. She's going to make us understand. She's also a human being. I'm also a human being. She's also reading in the book. I'm also reading in the book. Only difference is the same thing that she learns, that she reads, she tries to explain that in an easy manner. That's when we understand. This is one thing. We need someone to make us understand, to teach us, and so on. Secondly, there is a discipline that comes in. Now, if every day I say, okay, there is a class also in the morning, definitely all of us we come at that time, right? But apart from that, no, this is what is there. Some time of the day you can chant. Some of those who are self-disciplined, we do. Otherwise, most of us, it's okay. We don't have that habit, right? Maybe I'll do it in the morning, I'll do it in the evening. It just keeps going on and on, but it never happens. This is one reason why children are sent to school at an early age, because whenever we do things early in life, it becomes a part of our life. We get molded that way, right? So these are all small things that are told why children are sent to school. This itself shows the importance of one's guru in life. Similarly, if you consider all these scriptures, Itihasam, Vedas also, everything is there. All of us know, okay, there are four Vedas. All of us know there are Itihasas. All of us know there is a Ramayana, there is a Puranas, books are available. Nowadays, everything is available on the net also. How many of us actually go and read it? Hardly 1%, right? But when someone says, no, going to tell you about something, I'm going to teach you this, at that time, we go in. We say, okay, someone is there to teach me. Maybe this person will help us understand that easy. Now, today also, if I tell you that I'm going to tell you something about Guru Mahima, it's not that most of you don't know about Guru Mahima, right? All of you here, you're quite learned, you know about Guru Mahima also. But still, no, someone is trying to tell something that they know. Let us go and listen. If there is something new, let me learn out of that. So, this itself is the Lakshanam. Again, one more Guru Lakshanam that is there, wherein we look upon others. When someone tells us something, we have this, you can say, the feeling in us that we should learn something, right? Maybe there can be 10 things which a person tells. Now, even say, for example, in my case, for the last half an hour, I'm telling you this, that, this, that. Out of this, maybe 9 things you know, or 9 things you feel it's not that important. But one thing you feel, oh, this is something I didn't know, or this is something which I feel is interesting, that itself is a win win for you as well as for me. Wherein I feel, okay, I told you something, the person in front of me, he liked it, he absorbed it. Similarly, for you, you feel, okay, half an hour I'm listening, I've taken out some time, precious time, something is being useful for me. So this itself is a win. So Guru Lakshanam that is there, wherein whenever someone tells us something, Guru is someone who is actually trying to, the same thing which is there, he or she tries to present the same in an easy manner, and it becomes easy for the seeker who is there to absorb that knowledge. This is one thing. Second reason why Guru is very, very important. If you see all the various avatars of the Lord, Rama Avataram, Krishna Avataram, gods himself had gurus. If that was not there, Rama had Rama had Vasishta, Rama had Agastya. Today only few of us we were looking at Aditya Hridayam, right? Rama Ravana Yuddham was taking place. Rama was valorous, no doubt, but still Agastya had to come there, give the Upadesham, and that's when Rama got back his confidence. Similarly, Krishna. So Rama had many gurus, Vishwamitra, Vasishta, uh, and so many other gurus he met during Vanavasam, Valmiki, and so on. Similarly, Krishna, Namakaranam, Gargacharya, Sandipani, many other gurus came into his life. So, like this, if you see, even Avatar Purushas also have gurus. Now, this itself shows the Mahima of Guru that is there, wherein gods themselves also need gurus at times. Now, this is not a comparison to show that God is great or Guru is great, but if you see, God himself, it is said that God himself sends a guru in one's life if he has to pull the person closer. If today, all of us, we are blessed with gurus, it can be any guru that you see him or her in front of you, or a Manasika guru, or it can be anything. If today our life is blessed with, you have someone as your guru in life, you must consider that we are one step close to God, because only those people whom the Lord finds close to him, he blesses them with a guru, because that guru helps them in bringing the person close to the Lord, right? So therefore the Lord showers his grace by first sending a guru in that person's life, so that that person will not venture on the wrong path, the person will always be on the right path. Okay, till here is everyone following? Yes. Okay. Okay, next. So, you want to say something, Jayalakshmi ji? No? Hmm. Chalo. Hmm. Hmm. Correct. Hmm. 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 Correct. Yeah. Correct. So like this, each one of you, you have your own experiences, right? Okay. Now coming back, so again, next was Rishabha Yogeshwara Charitam. So Bhagavatam, if you say, I'm just taking out an example from a text. For Srimad Bhagavatam is something which is popular amongst all of us. So next is Prithu Chakravarti, he did his Upadesham. Next, Rishabha Yogeshwara Charitam, you have Rishabha Bhagavan gives his Upadesham, wherein he says, Devaha, Devam na sasyat, meaning at times, even the Lord also will not exist if a guru is not there in one's life. Next is you have the story of Jadabharata. Jadabharata also signifies the importance of one's guru. Next is Yama, Yama Yamaduta Charita. Meaning Yama gives a Upadesham to Yamadutas, his own attendants who are there, saying that people who chant Nama, that is their names of the Lord, you should not go near them. That's when you have the story of Ajamila and so on. Correct. So Ajamila story wherein Yama gives the Upadesha to Yamaduta, saying that you should not go near people who chant Nama. Nama means something. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkhashamanaha. As we say in the last verse of Srimad Bhagavatam itself, Kali Yuga. The only thing that we have to do is chant his Nama, but unfortunately that also becomes very difficult when we have to do it, right? Chanting the names of the Lord, that itself becomes a task. This is nothing but we don't do it on purpose. These are the perils of Kali. That's how Kali age is there. So next is again Yamaduta Charitam, wherein Yama is like a guru head. He advises Yamadutas. Next is Prahalada Hiranyakashipu, wherein Prahalada is a guru to his own father Hiranyakashipu, wherein he tells Hiranyakashipu that you have to start worshipping Lord Vishnu, Lord Hari. Lord Hari is the only guru which a person should seek in life. Now, why so? Here, if you see, Prahlada talks about Navavida Bhakti, Shravanam, Mananam, and so on. So, Navavida Bhakti, 9 forms of Bhakti, Prahlada talks. Here, Prahlada gives a very, very practical answer to Hiranyakashipu. Now, the problem with Hiranyakashipu was Hiranyakashipu had told the masses that you should start worshipping me. Hiranyakashipave Namaha. He wanted people to chant that. And wherever people chanted Vishnave Namaha, he did not like it. Now for this, Prahlada said, you are my father. Father is one's first guru. So you are my father. I should definitely worship you. But you have this ahankaram in you that people should start worshipping me. That is, he himself, Hiranyakashipu. For this, Prahlada gives an answer. He says that it's not wrong to worship human beings. But what can happen is, a human being can change his nature today or good. Tomorrow, the same person can be bad, right? Just for example, now, say 9 to 10, all of us are listening. Maybe our minds are calm, cool, and so on. Maybe at 10 o'clock, you have an argument with someone. Immediately, Sattva Gunam changes into Rajo Gunam or Tamo Gunam, right? A guru does not have these qualities. A guru will always be same. So therefore, he says that human beings, fellow human beings, should not be worshipped as gurus also. Of course, we look upon certain people as inspirations also. That is there. But he says, whenever you look upon people, whenever you choose a guru, we have to choose a guru wisely. This is something which is very, very important. Now, that doesn't mean that we have to judge. We are not to judge who is a true guru also. A true guru automatically comes into our life. We don't have to go searching for that, because it is said that Shishya does not choose a guru chooses his Shishya. More than that, we can go one step higher. Guru also does not choose one Shishya. Shishya also does not choose one's guru. For whomever, if a guru has to come in one's life, like I told you, the Lord himself paves his way, and the Lord himself sends a guru in that person's life to guide him or her on the right path. Yeah. So this is one thing. Next is, further you move about. So Prahlada also talks about all this to Hiranyakashipu. Next is Shukracharya to Bali. Now here, if you see, Shukracharya is the guru of the Asuras, right? But a guru is someone wherein there is no discrimination at all. Even for the Asuras also, though he was a guru, he had guided him on the right path. If you see, Bali Chakravarti, who was there when the mendicant came, that is Vishnu in the form of Vamana came in front of Bali, at that time Shukracharya warned him, saying that this person was come, who was asking for 3 pieces of land, and Bali was very proud, saying that I'll give you whatever you ask, I'll give you. Shukracharya warned him, saying that no, this is none, he is not a normal person, he is that Mayavi Vishnu only who has come down, you please listen to me, don't give him. Bali says, let it be anyone, let it be Vishnu, let it be Shiva, let it be Brahma who comes down. If someone has asked something and I have the resources, I should definitely give that. You don't tell me anything. This was when, and ultimately we knew that Shukracharya had guided Bali on the right path, but it was ultimately Vishnu only who came in, and Bali had to suffer. Bali suffer in the sense he had to fall at the feet of Lord Vishnu. Later he realized that this is Vishnu only, and so on. Right? Now here, if you see, that doesn't mean that Shukracharya is correct also. But here it is said that Bali, later Bali Chakravarti, gives an Upadesham back to Shukracharya, saying that if today Vishnu had not come in front of me, if Vishnu had not come and blessed me, then maybe I would have not gone to Sutala Loka today. I would have not become one of the Ashtarchiranjeevis today. I would not be ruling Sutala Lokam, which is in Patala till date, and so on. I would have not got the blessings of the Lord. My pride would have never come down. So he says that now this Bali Chakravarti Charitam that is there, Vamanavataram, is an example to show that attaining one's guru is not always easy. You just go and approach a person, or the person will call and tell you, from today onwards you are my Shishya. Or you go and tell someone, from today onwards you become my guru. It doesn't happen that way. At times, things can also fall in a difficult manner, like it happened with Bali Chakravarti, wherein he had to bow down in front of Vamana. So, but if you see, initially he did not listen to his guru, that brought about his trouble, no doubt about that. So, if you see, Guru Mahima is something which is very, very auspicious, very, very important in life. Next is, you have the Charitam, Ambarisha Charitam, that comes in Bhagavatam, which shows the importance of Sharanagati. Now, here, as such, nobody gave an Upadesham, but through the life of Ambarisha, what we get to know is, if you surrender in front of the Lord, or if you surrender to God, anyone can come and, you can say, they have to fall down or they have to bow down, like Durvasa had to do that. So if you have total faith unto Lord, and at the same time you try to serve your gurus also, Ambarisha tried his best to serve Durvasa. If this feeling is there, definitely the Lord also tries to save us. So Sharanagati Mahatmyam, that is there. Next is, you have Gopika Geetam, Gopika Uddhava Samvadam, so not Gopika Geetam. Gopikas and Uddhava, they have a Samvadam that is there, which is called the Brahmar Geetam, wherein the Gopikas are the Guru to Uddhava. Next, towards the end, you have Shruti Geetam. Shruti Geetam, wherein the Lord talks about the importance of Vedanta and Vedas. Again, it's an Upadesham that is there, wherein the Lord acts as a Guru. Then in the 11th Skandam, of course, there is no doubt you have Bhikshu Geetam also, wherein the Navayogis talk about the Charitam. Maybe whenever we look at Srimad Bhagavatam, we look upon it in detail. So Srimad Bhagavatam as such, if you see, is a text talking wholly and solely about Guru Mahima only. Finally, in Bhikshu Geetam, or you can say towards the end of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Lord comes down to Uddhava. That is, if you see, end of Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Avataram is about to end, Dwapara Yogam is about to come to an end. That's when Uddhava is very sad. Why is Uddhava sad? Because Krishna is about to leave the mortal world. He says, now that, O Lord, you are leaving, Dwaparam is anyway about to come to an end, Kali Yugam is about to start. So how will people like me survive here? You please tell us a solution. And we need people who are here. Otherwise, life will become very, very difficult for us. So that's when Krishna says that you don't have to worry. I will merge myself with Srimad Bhagavatam. That's how we are blessed with that. Here, but Krishna gives a very important Upadesham to Uddhava, wherein he says that not even Shiva, not even Brahma, not even Goddess Mahalakshmi, who is there in my chest, who's there in my Vakshasthanam, who's there in my Hridayam, who's there within me, who always has got a sthanam within me, who's always there, who's always serving my feet also. They are also not important to me, O Uddhava, but Bhaktas like you are important to me, who revere me as their Guru, who revere me as their Lord, who serve me always. A very, very important Vakyam which comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein he says, even if Lord Shankara comes down, even if Lord Brahma comes down, or even if the goddess herself comes down, in front of devotees like you, I will never give them priority at all. So this is again Guru Mahima, which the Lord tells here, saying that if one surrenders to the Lord, of course, through with proper guidance from a Guru, the Lord also acts as a Guru. That's the reason He guides us on the right path and so on. So the Lord tells us in the towards the end of 11th skandam. Next is, if you see, Guru is that relationship wherein even people who don't believe in God also have a Guru. How come? If you see, there will be someone who tells that there is no God, right? And there will be a group of people who listen to that person. So for that group of people, that one person who tells that there is no God, there is no matam, there is no this, there is no philosophy, there are a group of people who listen to that person. That means they revere or they look upon that person as their guru. So guru is someone wherein even those who believe in God or even those who believe in a particular mata or they don't believe, guru is someone, or Guru Shishya Parampara that is there has got no limitations at all. You don't have to believe also, but even those who don't believe also ultimately have a Guru, because you need someone to tell also, right? Such a thing does not exist. And when you have 10 people following that person who tells something does not exist, for those 10 people, that person becomes a Guru. So Guru is that relationship which doesn't see any kind of bonds at all. Everyone has a Guru in their life. That's why our the Upanishads and the Shruti Vakyam also says Acharya Devo Bhava and so on. And of course, you have certain Abhangas that talk about Guru Mahima that is there, which has been sung by Ramdas, Namdev, and so on. Danya Danya Ho, Pradakshina Ho, Sadguru Rayachi, and so on. You have in our Bhajan Parampara Sat things that are done wherein going about one's Guru, doing a Pradakshina around one's Guru once, even a Manasika Pradakshina that is there, be it your own places, and then just revere one's Guru, that also is equal to worshipping the Guru. So, like this, there are many things that are told. If you see something from the life of Namdev, as such, if you see, now Namdev was a person wherein Sant Namdev I'm talking about from the Bhakti Parampara. Namdev had so much of bhakti that he forced Krishna, or he called Vithala and offered him food. This was, and the Lord Himself came down. But in the case of all of us, we are not that blessed enough. Well, let's not say that blessed enough. We have maybe not reached that level wherein we can call the Lord down and tell Him that no, you please offer my prasada, you please eat, and so on. But what we can do is, though we cannot see God with our naked eyes, we can invite one's own Guru to our houses and offer them food, right? Because in that Guru also we see the Lord only. So here Namdev Bhagavan says that not everyone is blessed to get the darshana of the Lord, but we definitely, everyone can be blessed with a Guru. And that's why people who go to, in previous times whenever the Gurukula Parampara was there, we had people going there, we had people serving and so on, doing service to their Guru, washing his clothes and things like that. So service to one's Guru, why so much of importance is given to Guru Shishya Parampara, to a teacher-student relationship? This is a reason wherein serving one's Guru is something which is equal to God. Now, why so much of significance on Guru worship? Because if you see, human beings, we like to do something in a practical manner rather than someone telling us, you do this, you do that. More more than that, if someone does it, he is doing, I will also do, right? Like a child also, You tell it, do this, do that, you tell the child will not do. Same thing if you do, the child looks at you and it does it immediately. The child at home, you tell the child you eat food, the child will not eat food, right? But the same child, when it goes to school, it sees 4 or 5 children sitting and they're all having food, it feels, oh, I should also have food. So, you might, now this is not limited to children alone, we also do the same thing, right? Is he doing? No, he's not doing. Why should I do? Immediately this question comes, right? So, someone just keeps on preaching us, we don't have that value, but someone does it, immediately we do it. So, Guru is that person whom we can see in front of our naked eyes or through their Leela stories, Mahima or so. When you read through, you know, oh, this person has actually done it. Shankaracharya has gone about the world. Paramacharya has gone about the world, spreading the Nama, spreading our own Dharma, spreading Sanatana Dharma. So, what is the least that I can do? I cannot go about the world, I cannot do things, but at least whatever they have done, I can at least safeguard that, right? So, here automatically there is no question of belief or so that comes in. Who has done, what has done, there is no proof, things like that don't come in. Someone is, they have actually done it, I know. So, the least that I can do is, maybe I cannot do what they have done, but little, at least I can safeguard what these great acharyas have done. In another instance of Ramda, maybe we'll look at one more Charitam, then we'll learn Devi Narayana. So, Ramdas, Sant Ramdas also, what he used to do is, Ramdas, he had a lot of devotion to his Guru. In the same Tukaram Namdev Parampara, we had Ramdas Swami who was there. He had a lot of devotion on his Guru, and everything he used to do for his Guru. Maybe washing his clothes, giving food, wherever the Guru used to go, he used to follow him and things like that. So, and one fine day it so happened that someone came to the Guru's house and they just had a mere argument with Ramdas Guru. Ramdas did not like this because he did not like anyone insulting his Guru. But his Guru stopped him. His Guru said, no, you don't have to speak. They told me something, you don't, it's okay. Like it happens, right? There's an argument that comes in, you don't have to come in between. Ramdas Swami does not like this. And he gets angry, but he could not tell anything to his Guru, so he was just silent. Now, after the other person had gone away, this Guru of Ramdas, Sadguru, he goes to Ramdas Swami and says that, what happened? What do you want? You want the darshana of Rama? I'll give you. He says, I don't want the darshana of Rama. He says, what do you want then? You want some food, you want this, you want that. Like this, many options the Guru gives. Ramdas Swami says, I don't want any of this. Finally, the Guru says, what do you want then? He says, I don't want anyone to insult you. I want only Guru Kataksham that is there. I don't want anything else. I've developed a lot of devotion for you. You're only my Guru Mata, Guru Pita, Guru Bharta, as we say. Similarly, for me, you are only Bhagavan, you are only God, you are only everything for me. I cannot see someone in front of me at least insulting you. Never ever they should insult. I always want to be under your shelter only. And Sadguru blesses him. In another instance, it so happened that now every day Ramdas Swami used to go out. Maybe now they were all living in small village settlements. Maybe food and things like that, they had to make arrangements. So one fine day he had gone out. That's when he saw a cowherd boy who was there. And this cowherd boy, just Ramdas was casually talking to him. And that's when he asks the cowherd boy, what do you want? Or what do you want in life? Like we ask children, right? What do you want to become when you grow up and so on. And as kids, we tell anything, and ultimately in life, it becomes something else. So like this Ramdas Swami also had a just a normal conversation with the child, and the child says that I want to see Rama. This was what the child told. Ramdas Swami was shocked. How can a small child say that I want to have the darshan of Rama, I want to develop Guru Bhakti, things like that? The child started speaking. Ramdas Swami was shocked. He brought the child to his Guru's ashrama and said that this is a divine child. I don't know what, I just casually asked him what you want to do in life, what you want to become. That's when this child says that I want to take the darshan of Rama, I want to attain Guru Kataksham, things like that, Guru Bhakti I want to develop. Here, at that time, Sadhguru says that it is because while you asked him, you actually kept your hand on the shoulder of this boy just by your twacha. Twacha is nothing but skin. Just by touching him, whatever qualities that you had, it got passed on to this boy. So, for this boy, you are only the Guru from today. That's how the child actually has asked that I want Rama's Darshana, I want Guru Bhakti, and so on. So, here, what Sadhguru, the Guru of Ramdas Swami, what he says that people who develop bhakti towards one's guru, they will spread the same amongst others also. So knowledge that is there is spread this way, wherein from one person to another it keeps on passing. This is how a true Guru Shishya Parampara exists. Right? Like this, there are of course many stories talking about various gurus also. So Guru is someone whom all of us we revere in life. It can be any guru that is there. It can be even any normal person also in our life. Even from things also at times we learn. But what is important is learning from something or a person. That ability inside us should always be there. I know everything, the world is below me. This feeling comes in, then everything is lost. So not only remembering gurus on this day, we must remember and revere, respect gurus all through the year. It can be any guru, like I told you, but all through the year it should be done. Yeah. Okay. Now what we do is we have to start something new. We will learn Devi Narayanam. Devi Narayanam, I have shared the link. Yes. Yes, of course. Of course, the Shishya is a Bhakta. Yes. Yes, yes. A Bhakta, Shishya, everything is one. A Shishya should have bhakti towards his guru, so automatically he becomes Bhakta. So devotion is something which should be there. And again, guru is that tradition wherein, or that relationship wherein we don't have any limitations at all. A female, a male, age, qualification, nothing should be seen. When from someone you learn something, or irrespective of the qualities that we have, a person who helps us in teaching or one who helps us in gaining some knowledge, that person is revered as a guru. So it may not always be a great acharya or so, or there are some people who say what are the qualifications, or no, he has taken up sannyasa, things like that. Such things should never ever be seen. I give you a best example, Ramana Bhagavan. So from whom what we get to learn something is something which is very very important. So there can be people like Ramana Bhagavan himself, wherein uh, from outside they don't show, right, a very simple person, but so many of us till date we revere him as one of the greatest gurus of Bharatadesha. So it's not that just from our out, the way we behave or the way clothes that we wear, we are a guru. One who has got the qualities of a guru is a true guru. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll learn Devi Narayanyam. Few of you might have the text, so you can open that, or I've shared the link. Now when we will continue learning this, let's see, but at least today let us start. Now, hmm, yeah, then, hmm. For that, hmm. So then the Shishya should find out, right? What are the reasons? Why is the Guru not comfortable? Am I doing something wrong? Or maybe there can be some misunderstandings. It can be anything. It's always better to clear out. Maybe no, no. Shishya need not go and ask why, or maybe you don't like me or things like that. But definitely, if the Shishya feels so, he should definitely feel that and go and question, saying that I don't know why, but I'm being treated differently. But I don't think a true guru has such qualities also, and none of the gurus should have that. If such things are there, then that person is not a guru at all. And if a Shishya feels so, then the Shishya truly has got. The Shishya might feel I have a lot of reverence, but there can be certain cases wherein the Shishya goes wrong. Right? So they can definitely correct themselves and then see if it works. Right? Yeah. Okay. Devi Narayanyam, let's start. Now, Devi Narayanyam is nothing but again divided into few dashakams like usual Narayanyam. Few of you here, you might be familiar with Narayanyam. About 41 dashakams that are there, which talk about the glory of the goddess. Right? So let's start. Dashakam 1, at least a few shlokas, one or two shlokas we learn. सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणि नमोस्तुते सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोकस्याखिलेश्वरी एवमेव त्वया कार्यमस्मद्वैरि विनाशनम्. Tune is somewhat similar to Dashakam 6. Those who have learned, you can make a note. यस्मिन्निदं यत इदं यदिदं यदस्मात् उत्तीर्णरूपमभिपश्यति यत्समस्तं नो दृश्यते च वचसा मनसश्च दूरे यद्भाति चादिमहसे प्रणमामि तस्मै यस्मिन्निदं यत इदं यदिदं यदस्मात् उत्तीर्णरूपमभिपश्यति यत्समस्तं नो दृश्यते च वचसा मनसश्च दूरे यद्भाति चादिमहसे प्रणमामि तस्मै. Share my screen if you want. Those who don't have the text, you can. Shambhav Shrikari, are you all there? Chant. Yasminnidam yata idam yadidam yadasmat उत्तीर्ण रूपमभि पश्यति यत् समस्तम् श्रीहरि नो दृश्यते च वचसा मनसश्च दूरे यद्भाति चादिमहसे प्रणमामि तस्मै श्रीराम यस्मिन्निदं यत इदं यदिदं यदस्मात् उत्तीर्ण रूपमभि पश्यति यत् समस्तं श्रीविद्याजी श्रीविद्याजी Upanayam of Sri Ram next year 10. Okay. So yeah. So yes, why I asked is on the Guru Parampara day, Guru Purnima day, the child he gets the Upadesham, of course. Gayatri Upadesham starts the first time the child goes. A boy enters into, it is believed that education also on that day from the Yajnopavita Samskaram. So the Lord should bless that once the Upanayana Samskara is done, the child should start learning also. So on Guru Purnima day, blessings and good wishes. Sri Ram. Yeah. 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 Sridhari chan, no drishyate cha vachasam manasascha dure yadbhati chadimahase pranamami tasmai यस्मिन्निदं यत इदं यदिदं यदस्मात् उत्तीर्णरूपमभिपश्यति यत् समस्तं नो दृश्यते च वचसा मनसश्च दूरे यद्भाति चादिमहसे प्रणमामि तस्मै न स्त्री पुमान् न सुरदैत्य नरादयो न क्लीबं न भूतमपि कर्मगुणादयश्च भूमं स्त्वमेव सदनाद्य विकार्यनन्तं सर्वं त्वया जगदिदं विततं विभाति न स्त्री पुमान् न सुरदैत्य नरादयो न क्लीबं न भूतमपि कर्मगुणादयश्च भूमं त्वमेव सदनाद्य विकार्यनन्तं सर्वं त्वया जगदिदं विततं विभाति बाबूजी न स्त्री पुमान् न सुरदैत्य नरादयो न क्लीबं न भूतमपि कर्मगुणादयश्च प्रेमाजी भूमं त्वमेव सदनाद्य विकार्यनन्तं सर्वं त्वया जगदिदं विततं विभाति हनुमान जी न स्त्री पुमान् न सुरदैत्य न सुरदैत्य नरादयो न क्लीबं न भूतमपि कर्मगुणादयश्च हनुमान जी भूमं त्वमेव भूमं स्वमेव सदनाद्य हम्म, सदनाद्य विकारानन्तम् सर्वं त्वया जगदिदं विदधं विभाति य न स्त्री पुमान् न सुरदैत्य नरादयो न क्लीबं न भूतमपि कर्म गुणादयश्च भूमं त्वमेव सदनाद्य विकार्यनन्तं सर्वं त्वया जगदिदं विततं विभाति. Okay, before we conclude, just one thing. On this day, I think in the evening session also I told you, few of you, some kind of japa all of you might be doing. If no, then, and if of course you are interested, you can take up some japam that is there. It can be anything. The Dwadashakshari mantra, Panchakshari mantram, with the Pranava mantra, Namo Narayanaya, Pranava mantra, Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Pranava mantra, Namah Shivaya, anything, depending on one's own Ishta Devata, Kula Devata also. And maybe that mantra can be chanted 3 times, 5 times, 12 times, 11 times, 21 times, 108 times. For 108 times also, it will not take more than 5 minutes, right? Pranava mantram, Namo Narayanaya, and so on. If you look at the count, like men with the Yajnapavidam, you do the Gayatri Japa. Similarly, females and also males also. So this thing that is there, we can all, of course, the Upadesham has to be taken from a Guru, any Guru. And how that is done is the Guru chants a mantra 3 times and then the Shishya, you should not repeat it aloud, you should repeat it in your mind. And once that is there, from the next day onwards, we do. So such things can be done either on a Guru Purnima day or on maybe the Vidyaramam day, things like that, any auspicious day. Why I'm telling this is Japam that is there, it helps us in developing a good discipline, a good focus also, wherein at least for those 5 minutes or so, you're chanting the names of the Lord. Many times it happens that the meditation, when they say just close your eyes and sit, right? But whenever a mantra is being told, automatically our concentration develops. Okay, Namo Narayana, Namo Narayana, Namo Narayana. Little bit concentration comes in. That's the reason initially people develop this uh, chanting the names of the Lord. At the same time, if you see chanting, that is meditation or focus is one thing which develops. At the same time, chanting the names of the Lord. So it is like you do one thing, you get two things in return. Chanting the names of the Lord is something which has to be done. Morning, evening, anytime you can do the japa, even in travel and things like that. So maybe on this occasion of Guru Purnima, may all of us be blessed with Guru Bhakti, always happiness, and bhakti towards one's guru, and the Lord should always keep building. Bhakti grows in, automatically we do in all good things, right? So with this, we will stop here for today. This Nevi Naranyam, which we have started today, we hopefully we should start in some class and we will learn it fully. Let's see how the goddess wills. So for this, we'll stop now. If anyone wants to share or you want to say something, you stay back. Others you can.